I bought her the engagement ring. Then, the day before her birthday, I was on my way to Brenda's house to propose to her, and a lady didn't stop at a stop sign, and I didn't see her before it was too late.
Oh my God. On the way to the proposal? This is terrible. You guys meet on the app, you message each other and say, "What's your order at McDonald's?" Right? That's how you connect on those apps. And then you're going to propose, and damn, he's got all kinds of bad luck, huh?
When her car hit me, I didn't have any broken bones, but my neck got whiplash, and it came out of place.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, more 600-pound life, and Abby Ruiz. The last one from season 12 that I haven't done yet, because I worked my way through all the others. It's only a 7-episode season, though. But Abby, 37 years old, weight unknown, so he's playing higher or lower with his weight, like a lot of us are. We don't have any damn clue. Because the scales stop going to a certain level, and we stop caring at a certain point. You hit the, this point in pounds where you're almost just stuck and you don't think you can do anything about it and you're just going to live that way the rest of your life. So seeing weight unknown, nothing new, kind of expect it. But let's get into Abby and see exactly what he's got going on in his life. Texas. Damn, Bucky's got another one. Oh, we got another Fupa puppy and a puppy in a sweater. Oh, wow, this is gonna be a good one already, I can tell.
Forcing myself to begin each day is just miserable.
You okay?
Tired.
Tired.
You're gonna hear that at the start of every episode. At this point, it's just known. That's how they start every episode. The morning sucks. The morning sucks for people that are small because they're stiff.
It feels.
If they're lucky, right?
Can you bring me some water?
Yeah.
I've been lying in this bed in Mobile for 7 years. My hips and my back are in agony, just from me staying in the same position all the time.
7 years in that bed would have to suck, but also there's all kinds of pea crust around that thing. It looks pretty gross. That jug definitely needs cleaned out a little bit, but 7 years stuck in the bed's what we're scared we're gonna end up as.
The only thing that motivates me to keep trying is my beautiful wife, Brenda.
It's time for your bath, Abby. Got everything ready for you.
We're gonna spray soy sauce on his sack? What's that for? Try to stir fry some scrotum or something, lady? What are you? Oh, no, never. It's gotta be iodine, right? Man, I spilled some iodine on my shoes in 6th grade right after I got some new white shoes. That sucked. It looked like I peed my shoes.
She is my inspiration, my light at the end of this tunnel. When I wake up, the first thing I have to do is bathe. It's extremely painful. It's the worst part of my day.
Is it okay if I do your feet while you wash your head and face? Yeah?
And it's difficult because this bed is too small for me. And Brenda has to bring over a bucket bath. And
Why couldn't they give him the bigger hospital bed? I know they have bigger ones, because when I went into the hospital, they were like, this bed's too small. They got me a bigger bed, which is kind of embarrassing, but it
a
happened.
bigger bed, I would have more space to be able to maneuver and flip side to side better. But I gotta deal with what I got. My front part, I do by myself as best as I can. I wash the front parts that I could reach, and Brenda helps wash my sides and the parts of the lower legs that she can reach. In 2014, I was in a car accident. I lost feeling from my chest down.
Okay, so it's not from fault of his own. I thought he just ate himself into this bed, but a car accident? If he gained all his weight after that, I'm not gonna, but he had to be a little big before that, right? But that's definitely a good reason to just kind of be upset and eat a lot if that's what happened.
And now Because I've been bedridden for 7 years, I've developed bed sores and lymphedema. So every morning, Brenda has to thoroughly clean them and disinfect them.
Should be good, yeah.
Doing baths is extremely painful, but in my head, I try to maintain happiness just to try and move through it and not dwell on it.
You know how hard that is to do when you feel like you're stuck in such a negative just lifestyle at this point? So if this guy's really that positive and he's going through all this, he's a better man than I am, because I got pretty negative there for a while.
Scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, and toast for breakfast.
All right.
Your breakfast.
Yeah.
Is there still an egg shortage? Because if there is, I just figured out where the hell they all went, Abby.
And coffee.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Breakfast. It doesn't have to be huge. It just needs to be something that'll satisfy my urge right now. I know I think about food more often than I should, and I know I eat too much.
Is he serious? He just said it doesn't need to be huge when he has 2 plates piled to the damn hill. Like he's almost touching the ceiling with that pile of toast and all. But yeah, okay. I wonder when's the last time he wore underwear. Because he's just got this little loincloth thing going on with that sheet when they flip to the other scenes.
Is it good?
Yes. But I've always liked food. And the way I eat today is still a giant improvement on how I ate when I was a kid. My sisters and I were born and raised in Puerto Rico. We were a close-knit Christian family, and on
That sucks. Puerto Rico is not fat-friendly climate. So he had to be sweating his balls off then, too. I mean, Puerto Rico could be great, beautiful, all that. But when you're fat, you stay away from hot climates. That's why I hated when I lived in Florida.
Sundays, we would go to church together, and Caribbean comfort food was part of everything. Crispy pork, deep-fried bananas, rice and beans, and mashed potatoes. It wasn't a good diet for a little kid to be, but I loved it. I couldn't.
I've never had a deep-fried banana, but I've heard of things that sound worse to me. That's probably pretty damn good, actually.
Have enough of that. And I wasn't overweight. I was really skinny.
The
Back
sausage
then,
sailor.
I was playing a lot of basketball. So whatever I ate late at night would burn off. Until I was 14, that's when I started having a growth spurt.
Wouldn't your metabolism kick in more at that point? Or is it... No, that doesn't make any sense. Basketball is not knocking out 3 plates of, like, hot dogs, buddy.
I grew to 6'4". That's when I started gaining more weight. I stopped doing athletics and playing basketball. I started liking more music, so my physical activity was playing the drums. And you know, I started getting bigger.
Really? He doesn't strike me as a drummer. Maybe a drumstick, but not drummer. This guy is not, what's his name? Travis Barker in my head or anything.
It's crunchy, that's why I went.
Crunchy bacon.
Yeah. I thought, okay, I'm young and my metabolism will kick in. No, it didn't. It just stopped and kept on gaining weight.
It slows down the older you get, right? So it probably was doing you all kinds of favors up until this growth spurt that somehow made you get gargantuan, I guess.
When I graduated from high school, I went to school in Florida to become a sound engineer. And going there was life-changing. I was just learning a sponge and just trying to learn everything that I could. I was living the college life. First time I had my own place, and because I was completely alone, I had no parenting, no nothing.
So is he saying that his parents were holding him back from gaining weight up until that point? Because I find that hard to believe if he was already up there in the weight classes.
The apartment that I was living in, I had a fried chicken chain right across the street. And I wouldn't buy a combo, I would buy the bucket. I ballooned to 450 pounds. And
we got set up for failure. You can't put us right across the street from a KFC, because that's just going to go all kinds of downhill for us.
my weight just piled up. But I thought, it's okay, I'm still young. I can lose weight later. I graduated with honors, which was one of the proudest moments of my life. I came back to Puerto Rico and I started working for the theater in my home city, which I was the most proud of because I'm actually working for my city.
Okay, pretty smart guy. And I guess he liked theater, so he was part of the ham steak play or whatever. Hamlet? Ham steak? Ham strips?
I learned how to like ballet, which I never thought I would be able to. I wasn't focused on food. I started losing a lot of weight. Plus, my job dealing with so many equipment that's heavy, it was like a working out. So it made me lose a lot of weight.
I couldn't see this guy tiptoeing across the stage or anything, but he said he got into ballet. I would love to see a 450-pound ballet act. That'd be crazy. Or even see him do like Catcher in the Reese's or something.
So I lost like 100 pounds. I was 20 years old when I started actually in the dating scene. One of my coworkers, he told me about a new dating app for larger people. And I saw Brenda's face and I was like, she's cute. And I
Ah, yes, the Oreos and Orgasms, I think's what it's called. Something like that. Hefty Horny for Hostess, I think that's one of them. And I think there's another one they called Clappin' for Cheesecake. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the apps. I don't know, don't quote me on
just
it.
decided to send her a message. She wrote back and we started a relationship over the phone. And then we went on our first date. We went to the movies with my nieces and nephews and they were like, and being kids. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed. And she's like, don't worry, I love this.
Okay, so I like her already. I could tell people who kind of just go with that kids will be kids mentality. Generally good people because you realize that kids are going to act up and there's kind of, I mean, discipline them, of course, but kids will be kids. If you can see that, then you're not a miserable, like, person.
And she took control of the whole situation and she had him eating off her head.
Were the sausages good?
More
Yeah,
eating.
everything was great, baby. So I bought her the engagement ring. Then, the day before her birthday, I was on my way to Brenda's house to propose to her, and a lady didn't stop at a stop sign. And I didn't see her before it was too late.
Oh my God, on the way to the proposal? This is terrible. You guys meet on the app, you message each other and say, what's your order at McDonald's, right? That's how you connect on those apps. And then you're going to propose, and damn, he's got all kinds of bad luck, huh?
When her car hit me, I didn't have any broken bones, but my neck got whiplash, and it came out of place. Because of the accident, I can't feel my legs. They took me to an MRI machine and got the X-ray imaging they needed to find out what was going on.
I didn't realize whiplash could be just that serious, though. Paralyzed from whiplash? That sounds crazy.
I had a problem with 3 discs. They were damaging the spinal cord. So immediately they took me to emergency surgery.
Honestly, it felt like he was in the ICU for years. He was basically quadriplegic. He needed help for everything at that point. And once they saw that, he was able to move his arms again, that's when, he was able to come home with a hospital bed. Because the doctor told us that he might not be able to ever walk again. It really depended on his nerves and seeing what they were able to do.
But at his size, like rehabbing from an injury like that's probably going to be that much harder because walking's already a bit of a chore. And as far as people darting across stop signs, I had an elderly man do the same thing to me when I was younger. Just kind of darted across, smacked my car. I was so mad. I've never wanted to fire on an old man so bad in my life. Because he was like, good job, you stopped yourself from going into oncoming traffic. Gee, thanks, buddy. You just totaled a car that I hadn't had a car for 6 months because I'd hit a telephone pole at 100 miles an hour, but I'm going way off.
Stairs. Good boy.
After many months, my spinal cord lost all its swollenness. and I started being able to move my legs.
I remember the first day that he moved his leg, I was crying. And we took a video of it and we sent it to all the family. But that was enough for me to know that he will get through this.
She's a ride or die, man, because he couldn't have known her for that long at that point, right? And she's kind of signing on to take care of this guy for the rest of his life. That's got to be taxing on her and put her in a pretty emotional space at that.
I was finally allowed to move back home with my parents.
As soon as Abby got back, I would basically stay at his house days at a time because I like to be the one that cleans him up, who basically takes care of him.
I couldn't bend the knee, but I had her right next to me, and I got the ring, and I told her, I love you with all my heart, and you're the one. I'm not looking for anything else.
I don't think I'm quite used to people being in this good of spirits. For as much bad stuff that's going on, this guy seems wildly positive, and I already like him a lot more than a hell of a lot of the other people on the show.
I didn't fall in love with the body, I fell in love with his soul. So I just wanted him to do better for himself because I knew I was always going to be there for him.
My dad.
There's got to be some kind of attraction there, though, right? You can't, I mean, yeah, sure, love people for what's inside, but there's got to be like a tiny bit of it. You can't think they're like butt ugly or anything, right?
Was a huge influence on me. He was so happy for me getting married. It did affect me a lot once we lost him, and I feel like I didn't really get to say goodbye the correct way. But knowing what was coming ahead, it was a blessing when my dad went when he did. Because a year later, we had Hurricane Maria. And if he was still alive, that hurricane would have killed him for sure.
This guy's really a glass half full type of person, because I think would have just been like, okay, let me have the extra time with my dad. Even if a hurricane takes you out, that's a cooler way to go than anything else, right?
Hurricane Maria struck Puerto Rico in September of 2017. It was a huge Category 5 hurricane which affected the whole island. We had no running water, and we were without electricity, at least in our case, for 56 days. After the hurricane, because it took all the trees away, it was mostly 90 degrees. So I was basically cooking in my bed every day.
Oh no, I'm too fat for that. You cannot take someone that's 600 pounds, put them in some blistering ball sweat weather like that, because that whole house had to smell like cheeks and chorizo, honestly. It had to smell pretty damn bad.
Because I had a friend that saw the condition that I was in. She's like, you need to get out of Puerto Rico. She did a post which was shared by a lot of people in Puerto Rico, and we got referred to a foundation which was helping a lot of people after the hurricane.
People are super kind. Like, they want to help you. Now you just have to want to help you. But there's so many kind people in the world that will go out of their way to help someone like that.
It took me out of Puerto Rico and brought me here. And then I moved to where my sister was living in Austin.
All right, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, okay? I'll call you when I get there.
All right, I'll
You
give you
just
this.
let me, yeah. All right, I'll be back. Take care of the boys.
Brenda found a job working for an auto refinancing company. And then another job came up in customer service, working with customers looking to refinance their vehicles. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the hussy that repossesses your car. That's what I just figured out, so I like her a little less, although I've never had a car repossessed. But at least he's out here pushing himself, trying. Most of us just kind of fall apart and think we can't do anything, but he's working, trying to do his best, so hats off to you, man.
You received the pre-qualification letter? They had a vocational rehab program, and my caseworker got me a desk and a headset so that I could work from my bed. I'm sending them an email so that they could call you back as soon as they can, okay? Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
Hello. Hey, I'm at the grocery store.
He's FaceTiming in his order. Man, although I kind of get that. Like, we want to go to the damn grocery store. This is like Christmas for fat people. We want to see what's going on in this place.
You need bread?
Bread and tortillas. I don't know if they're in the same area.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
The plan for me this year is to lose enough weight so I could get another surgery. Because just being in this bed 24/7 for so long, my muscles have atrophied in my legs because I'm not using them.
And it's going to be that much harder for him to build back that muscle because he doesn't need just a little bit of muscle. He needs 600 pounds of lifting muscle right there.
And that caused what we call drop feet. So once they correct that, I should be able to start rehab and get my feet back to where they should be to start walking again. But in
That's painful. I have a buddy who has drop foot, but it's because he went into a coma. He had some kind of lung infection or something, and he was severely overweight. He ended up in a coma for a week and a half. And yeah, he still has drop foot. It's pretty painful.
order to get there, I know I need to start making better choices than what I'm doing right now. My meals surround themselves with being just bread and carbs and all these things that fill you up but are not the best choice.
Why are carbs so damn good? That's the problem. They need to make carbs less tasty. Like, I don't think there's a single piece of cauliflower out there that beats a cake. That's the damn problem here.
Well, there's cookies over here.
Cookies?
Yeah, you want the chewy kind, chocolate chip?
Yes.
Oh, the cookie monster. He's like, do you want cookies? This kind or this kind? Yes. Take them all. One of each. Let's take them all, babe.
Okay. Sandwich cookies too, right?
Do they have the macadamia ones?
Yeah, they do.
Eh.
The main thing that stops me from not making the good choices is that it tends to be more expensive.
Thank you.
I'm not a big fan of that argument because yes, food can get expensive, especially like the super healthy stuff, but you can get healthier options. The junk food still costs a hell of a lot of money, right?
The time to prepare meals is just not there. Some days we're just either dead tired from working or just tired from the day that we've been through. So it's convenient for us to just pick the bad choices.
Of course. That's the problem with everyone. It's time, right? If we all had like a fat time travel machine, none of us would be fat at all. We just need more time in the day. That's what it is, man. I didn't realize that it was my time management that made me fat.
Instead of just going for the correct choices.
I think it's around lunchtime. Do you want something to eat?
Sure.
Cookies.
We got chips, right?
Yeah, we got chips.
I guess a sandwich and chips.
Okay.
Since I first arrived in Austin after the hurricane, I went to the Capitol building once, saw it, oh, this is great. Never been outside again.
He said a sandwich and chips, and this lady made a whole damn Subway. A developmental diabetic deal here going on. This lady, that's a lot of damn food after he just said he doesn't eat a big breakfast with 2 huge plates.
All I see is the wall in front of me, the walls right beside me,
Salsa con queso?
and my wife that comes in and out. My only look for the outside world is TV or the phone, but I try not to dwell on it because if I do, I won't be able to go day by day just thinking that every day.
Dear God, it's a party size. This man, he's, for somebody who say he doesn't eat a huge breakfast, he definitely makes up for it later, and it was still a pretty damn big breakfast, but that's not supposed to be for one person. That's definitely a share-size bowl, right?
And the way I just try to keep that off my mind is with food. Lunchtime is the part of the day I enjoy the most because Brenda comes home from work and we get to eat together and play video games together.
He's talking about it like he just got a damn lunchtime quickie, but he's talking about sandwiches and chips. Video games too. Like, okay, we get video games and sandwiches. Best part of my day. There's so many more things I could think I'd rather do with my wife than that at lunchtime.
And that helps me to relax. After she goes back to her job, I do my work here in bed.
Come in. Hey, Pa. Hi. Hey, baby. We ready? Let's do this.
The only time I see my sister Miriam now is during her visits to help Brenda take care of the largest bexers on my back.
I thought for sure this was about to be a delivery driver, and then the sister popped up, but I guess she would have trouble getting to anything on his back by herself, right? Because if he can't roll himself over, you're going to need a team lift on that.
She only sees me when I'm at my worst. And even if I drink the medication that they give me for pain, my back is hurting, my hips are hurting because I don't have that much movement. So it's extremely painful. It's the worst part of my day when I have to take a bath, and it's painful not just on me, it's painful on my family who helped me. I'm screaming bloody murder, and they have to deal with it, and they're helping me out, but it's just so painful. It hurts us all.
Yeah, this guy does not have a very easy go at it, and it's going to be extremely hard for him moving forward from this point to kind of fight his way out of this. But at least he's got good spirits about it, because this would have broken a lot better people. Like, I don't know, man. He's really got a good spirit, like good soul about him for somebody who's going through so much.
And I try to live my life not trying to complain, just trying to live through it. But it's super hard.
What's the cream cheese for? What are they gonna do with that thing? Wow, this is gonna be a wild thing to make a bagel with here.
Brenda has been by my side for nearly 10 years. I don't want to take it for granted, thinking that she would stay with me forever if I don't lose the weight. I want to have a normal relationship with my wife. Oh my God! But every time I try to change my eating habits, it's been so hard.
Wow, this guy is growing barnacles on his backside. Oh man, that's gotta hurt like hell. This poor guy. He can't hardly move. Now he's sitting here. His highlight of his day is food, but he hasn't been as bad about it as some other people we see on the show that's like, all I live for is food. He's talking about wanting a future with his wife, so maybe his head's in the right place already.
But I hate living like this, and I can't go on much longer. I've been better, but I'm good.
You're in the bed? Not walking, right?
Yes, I was walking, I was working, I was doing everything, and I had a car accident. That's when I went paraplegic. I lost the feeling from my chest down, and I had to have 2 surgeries in my neck, one through here and one through the back, to try and fix that.
Circumstances out of his control, but what he's eating, because he wouldn't even need to exercise at this size to lose weight, it's going to be like purely diet that's holding him back right now.
And it got fixed to a certain point, but since I've been in the bed so long, I've lost the strength in my legs.
Well, do you have a sensation on your feet?
I do have a sensation on my feet, but since I've been so long in the bed, instead of having my feet normal, like up, they have both drop foot, so they're like in ballerina stance. So that's why I can't put my feet on the ground to try and stand up.
He's also probably stuck in that position, like spread eagle or whatever, pretty much, till he can at least get some muscle back and actually try to stand straight up. But I think that's going to be hard for him at this point. I hope he can, But yeah, that's going to be an uphill battle for sure, and I hope he can do it by the end of the episode.
Because if I would rupture my Achilles tendon.
Well, you may have to have an operation to lengthen your Achilles tendon. But what is going on that you have not been able to lose weight?
Well, since I've been in the bed, I don't do that much. I don't do that much physically.
The lunchtime quickies with the missus and his like 6 sandwiches and giant bowl of chips is probably not doing him any favors, Doc. But yeah, he definitely. He said he doesn't eat that much, but he's definitely chowing down. He had some pretty big damn plates here.
Your physical activity is good for your stamina, but it's not a major factor for your weight loss. Your weight loss has to do with your eating habit. You're eating way over what your requirement is for the calories. So you're going to have to change your eating habit to the point that you're going to have a reasonable weight loss and get your feet back on the ground. So who's bringing you the food?
My wife, normally.
Snitch. Also, I would think that as soon as he gets back on his feet, he's going to want to do all kinds of cardio with his wife. If it's been 7 years, just saying. That's probably what he's thinking at this point, and that would be enough motivation to get my ass moving.
Okay, she's bringing you what you're asking for, or she's bringing you food, what you think is what you should eat?
Basically, what I'm asking for. I know I'm overeating completely.
Is your family going to cooperate with that to give you less food?
Yes. Yeah.
And when was last time you actually physically went to the doctor's office?
I would have said physically, I went like 2 years ago.
Damn, 3 years without even a doctor visit? Although we do avoid the doctor like the plague, because all they're going to tell us is we're fat. We need to lose weight. We know that. And no part of us wants to go face it because they're like, ignorance is bliss, is kind of the mentality.
Can you bend your knee at all?
I can bend it, but not me actually bending it. It's just somebody has to push it.
Can you move your toes?
No.
So we got a lot of issues that we need to address with you. The longer you're in the bed, the longer you're inactive, and the likelihood you're going to be able to walk or move is going to get less and less.
Hear me out here, though, right? He said he was in the ballet. So in that position, he's kind of always stuck in the pointed thing, right? So wouldn't that make him really good at ballet if he could get some leg muscles back? Because his foot is stuck in that point. So I think that would, isn't that what ballet dancers have to practice all the damn time, pointing their toes?
Yeah.
Do you have any physical therapy or anybody working with you?
No, not physical therapy. I've been to the hospital. They know that I need physical therapy. But having a physical therapist come here, we haven't gotten that yet.
So,
Although he does work out. He does chip dips, he does Lay's curls, and sometimes he even does cookie crab walks. He's trying. I don't think he can do very much physically, but I guess he could do something in bed.
you're in a bad place right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if we can get some physical therapy to come in and see if they can work with you to help you to get some strength in your leg and work with that foot drop, okay?
Okay. I do feel like physical therapy would help me out a lot to eventually get to walking. So I really would love to go to physical therapy.
There's a lot of upside for him. Right now, not a very good place, right? But he can only go up from here. Because at least, even though he's in this circumstance, he's got his good spirits, he's got his wife by his side, so he's got stuff to motivate him and keep him pushing in the right direction, because the only hole you can't dig yourself out of is the grave. And if you're not there yet, you still have a chance, my guy.
To see what we can do for you, okay? But everything starts with you and changing your eating habit and paying attention to your health and doing your exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send you some instruction that I want you to read every day and see if we can get you to start to lose some weight, okay?
Okay. All right.
Incoming Dr. Now's Fat Bible, and you better study that thing religiously because his diet's strict, but if you're in this state, I would think strict is a good thing for you. And it's not like he could get up and go get the food, so it's really going to be everyone around him that kind of determines his success. He might complain and want all this other stuff, but if you tell him no, there's not really much he can do about that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Abby, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
And
you too.
if you need anything, give me a call.
Hi.
Hello, how
Come
are
on
you?
in. Good. How are you?
Look at Dr. Now making house calls. This guy's just a friggin' gem, man. When's Dr. Now gonna come check on me in bed?
Hi, Abby.
Hey, doctor.
How are
Finally
you?
good to meet you in person, man.
All right, you doing okay?
I'm doing much better now. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm already tired of salads, but I'm looking with my wife to see if we can find something else that we could eat that's
So
healthy
what are you
too.
eating every day?
Just eat chicken breasts, pork loins, stuff like that. I mean, your greens or whatever. Salads will really be your best friend just to help fill you up because you could have all the lettuce, whatever. I strictly just ate meat, really. But I'm like a texture queen. I don't really like a whole lot of
A
veggies.
lot of salads, at least at lunch and not dinner, but
Okay. So what are you drinking?
water mostly. Yeah.
Okay.
He likes to drink water a lot.
All right. So no sugar and no juice, huh?
No.
He didn't like to drink water a lot up until like just now, so obviously it's not his first choice. It wasn't mine. I didn't drink water for like a damn decade.
No.
All right. How we doing with your exercises and physical therapy?
And I've been doing my exercises. This is why I have this here, and this to
Breathing exercise?
breathing exercises, but it helps like the core.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the physical therapist told me. So I've been doing those since he got me those things. So I've been doing those exercises.
I think this might be one of the rare guys that just kind of knocks it out the park, out the gate. And they're kind of a refreshing difference from what we typically see on the show. I like to see people that actually try and actually do good off the start. Just the train wrecks make better YouTube videos because there's a lot more for me to talk smack about.
All right. Let me check a couple things and see how things are. Take a deep breath. Take another one.
That's not a very deep breath, so that's kind of concerning. But I imagine being in bed all this time, and will your lungs get weaker too from being like partially paralyzed? Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, but that might be a thing.
All right. And do you have any stomach pain or anything like that?
No.
And do you have a feeling down here when I touch?
Yes.
What's Doctor Now touching? I missed that, 'cause it looked like he was going in for the kill when he lifted that damn sheet. Doctor's getting a little frisky here, apparently.
You feel the feeling okay with that?
Yeah.
You have a lot of swelling in your feet. You have the foot drop on your feet too.
Yeah. Both.
So we're going to talk to a physical therapist, see if they can make some splint for your feet.
He's got those compression things on that like squeeze your foot every so often. I hate those things because I would always wake up in the hospital like after surgery with them, and when my kidneys shut down and I was in the hospital, which was like my wake up call. But yeah, they suck. I hate those things.
Can you move your hip?
A little bit. Like this
Okay. The other hip too?
for this one. This one is a little bit harder because this one hurts a little bit more. The hip,
Where do you have the pain?
like in the joint itself.
In the hip joint?
Yeah.
So those knees, can you straighten them out?
I used to be able to. I just lost a lot of strength in them because I haven't done exercises with them.
I I would think your hips would hurt pretty damn bad if you've been stuck that way for 7 years. Like, it looks like he's stuck in those things that they put ladies in when they give birth, like those little stirrup things. I don't know what the hell they're called. But he's definitely at least airing out his sack a little bit, because they're not getting that sweaty if he's got straight air to him 24/7.
So I lost strength in them. That's why I really do need the physical therapy to get the strength back.
So what you need to do is you got all day to do your exercise on your leg. Movement of the hip is going to be very important. And
Man, that jug just gets nastier and nastier every time I look at it. How is this guy, like, peeing out? Like, it looks like he's taking a dump in that damn pee jug. It should not be that miscut. Like, spray some damn iodine in that thing.
And let me see how much you can do with this hip.
Okay.
Move this leg. Now in here you got a bunch of skin issues that has been chronically infected. So if this oozes all the time,
Yeah.
you need to get all this infection under control, because you know that is going to be a problem. Okay.
Looked like friggin' chicken livers, man. That was gross. Just constantly oozing. It would stink. And that's a small space to be stuck in with all that infection. And just, oh, man, that place has to smell pretty bad.
Come in.
Careful with the dog.
And this,
Hey, Abby. Hey, Doctor.
Hey, man.
Hi.
you doing all right?
Where did you guys find Ragnar Lothbrok? You got the guy from Vikings to show up? Holy hell. Voluptuous Vikings here to take the pounds off you with PT.
How you doing?
How we doing, buddy?
Hey,
Good to see you.
We need to work on get him to move the hips, and his joints are freezing, and he has a significant foot drop. If we get some right angle splint made for him to push him up a little bit.
I'm not really sure how much like hip motion he's gonna get back. I mean, I imagine he'll get some of it back, but I don't think we're gonna see like some plus size Shakira or anything doing any of those kinds of moves around here.
And see if we can work on those issues. So we got a lot of territory to cover, but you know, you have to be the driving force and all that, and do your own part, because you know, we can give you the roadmap, but if you don't do the hard work, you're not going to benefit from it.
Yeah.
You got to work hard at it. I know you can.
Yeah.
Doctor now is going to give you the morbid map, and it's going to be up to you if you follow the path or go off route. But at this point, this guy seems like he's just going to kill it. He seems like he's going to do the right thing, and I hope he does.
Milestone will be for him to get to the point that he can put at least feet on the ground and stand up.
Get you sitting at the edge of the bed here within the next 30 days, maybe. Being able to have that kind of trunk support. Yeah.
Sure.
There's a possibility to be able to get out of this bed.
Yeah.
What trunk are we talking about? Trunk support? What? I'm confused. Is he talking about this guy having junk in the trunk now?
It's going to be very difficult for you to stand up and walk.
Yeah.
So we need to cut back on whatever we give him now. So make sure whatever he eats is a protein, no carb. Okay? All right, then let's see if we can make some progress. So at this point, everything is up to you. You have to work hard on your physical therapy as well.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's going to be, the determination of his success is 100% going to be on him, but the people around him are going to play a way bigger factor considering that he can't get out of bed. But at least his wife seems to have like the right mentality, not like that James King psychopath of a wife who, in my opinion, definitely led to his demise. But allegedly, there's nothing she can do with that. Apparently, if she's not shoving the food in his mouth and making him chew it, it doesn't fall to her somehow. I think that's how it works.
This is a very difficult situation that we have. His condition is much worse than I thought. Abby has lost a lot of muscle. He didn't have any reflexes on his joint. So he has frozen joint in the hip and both knee and both feet are dropped. His hygiene is very poor. You can tell with the smell in the house. All those bacteria growing on the side of his thigh and hip area indicate that he probably has serious skin issues in his back. It started.
That's what I was thinking. Like, there's no way it could smell good, but they have to be like nose blind to it at this point. I doubt the wife could even smell it, but the puppies with their super sniffers, they gotta be smelling just infection and nastiness 24/7. Like, it's gotta be
The
bad.
point will be to lose some weight and increase his mobility. So we're gonna work with him, and I'm gonna be optimistic and see what kind of progress he's gonna make. But at this point, this is gonna be a very difficult situation.
What's up with the plus size pulley thing, man? That's at least a cool workout right there. This guy's got some kind of like George of the Jungle thing going on. He's working out with all this like acrobatic equipment here, which is kind of cool. At least they're making it fun. I didn't get any kind of pulley or anything. May He could probably attach that to his foot and pull his foot and get it to like straighten out his hip or something, couldn't he? If he like looped one end around the foot and just pulled on it, wouldn't that help with flexibility? Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't have any clue. I'm just thinking maybe that would help.
I think that we should start with those stretches that he showed you. So he wants us to do the hands out like this. So
Yes, the titty squeeze flex. I know that one very well. It's good for wrist flexibility. I think I think that's what you're supposed to do, right?
wrist up and down. 15. Okay. Y ahora la otra mano, the other hand. 13, 14, 15.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Okay. The next one? 5.
I was doing really well for a few weeks after Dr. Now came to see me.
10. You did it.
I'm like a bird, I want to fly away.
All right. Yeah, maybe. But I pushed myself a little bit too hard and I hurt my knee.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make the salad.
But I think I'll be back at it soon. I just need to rest for like another week, I guess.
What? I thought his legs were already pretty hurt. It sounds like an excuse, but hopefully not. Man, I really want to see this guy do well, just so his wife's not sitting there stuck taking care of him, because her mental health just has to be on the decline, having to deal with all that.
Wow, this little kit brings everything, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It brings the croutons, it brings like cheese, right?
Yep, it
Croutons, definitely not on our diet, but alright, I hear you.
brings Parmesan cheese.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And then the Caesar dressing.
Okay, that's fine. Do we have like any extra chicken to put on it?
Yeah, I got a rotisserie chicken in there.
Oh, okay. Can you put some of it in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was reading and it said that chicken would be good to add to a salad.
Yeah, chicken's not bad at all. Any lean white meat, they'll tell you to add to it. Your surgeon will, especially. But he'll tell you only to get like 8 ounces at a time. But yeah, the croutons, definitely a no-go here, Abby. But it's probably the least of your worries. As long as he's not eating cookies, he'll probably still lose weight eating a couple croutons.
Just because it's a protein, so
Okay.
that's why I asked.
Did you want the skin or no?
Sure. I'm still doing my upper body exercises, though. I'm also still doing the diet and eating right, too.
Actually, it looked like she made him a second salad without croutons, because I didn't see any in that one that she was just tossing right there. But this lady's going to toss the salad here for him, and I imagine he'll like that.
So I must be making progress.
Okay. You ready? Your chicken Caesar salad.
I take that back. Those definitely look like some damn croutons, and I'm an idiot.
I cut back on my portions, and I've been feeling hungry a lot. So I must be doing something right.
All the Beautiful Lies, I think's the title of that book. But yes, your hunger, you have to come to terms with that because when you're this big, like it's not okay to be hungry ever. But then you just kind of learn as you go, like, okay, hunger is not a big deal.
Mhm. ¿Te gusta?
Yeah, it's good.
I've been making more progress over the last 2 months. I work harder this time, so I feel like I did much better. So I hope Dr. Now is happy with where I'm at, and that he has some specific next steps for me that would.
It's kind of funny because that neck pillow is hanging on for dear life. Like at this point, he could probably wear that as like a bracelet because our necks, like this puppy, just reappeared. I didn't think I had one for the longest damn time, and his is definitely missing at this point.
Help me make more progress faster.
Hey, Abby.
Hey,
How you doing, Abby?
I'm good. I'm good, and yourself?
Good. So what's going on with you? What kind of progress you're making?
Yeah, I'm just doing my exercises every day. Um, doing the legs. I'm trying to push them in, push them out. Try to like bend the knees and push them out.
And Dr. Now did not come to the house to work out our hips this time, I'd be a little disappointed. But at least, I mean, he's there. His wife's there. She can work his hips, I guess.
It's been getting easier because I've lost weight.
Well, are you able to sit in the bed?
I haven't tried that because I don't trust this bed.
What's wrong with that bed?
I don't trust the side rails on it.
Oh yeah, that thing looks flimsy as hell. That is not fatty rated for damn sure. I'd break that thing off in a heartbeat. Still, at this point, I don't think he's got a shot.
Because I would have to pull on them or just trust on them to be able to sit on the side of the bed.
All right, how are you doing with your diet?
The diet, I've kept doing it. I've been going pretty strong. We're both doing it, me and my wife, so we've lost a lot of weight. I don't know how much I'm weighing right now because I would have to go to the hospital to weigh myself. But I've kept doing the diet for every meal,
And that's going to be kind of hard for him to deal with because he's not going to know where his progress is at. So right now he just thinks he's doing good, but nobody has like a legit weight on this guy. So really at this point he could be doing pretty damn bad. And nobody would have a clue. As long as he loses a little something, like he's going to get credit for it. So nobody really knows at this point, and that's a little disheartening in your own head because I didn't know at first either.
we're working on that.
All right, so what changes you have made with your eating habit?
Breakfast, I just do just eggs, no toast, no anything like that. Lunch, kind of the same thing. And dinner is the like strongest meal, but I'm doing much more salads and all that to just,
If he's eating like that, like he's probably doing better than I just said. Because eggs, just plain eggs first thing in the morning, that's perfectly fine. I think Dr. Now wants you just to eat egg whites, but who wants to do that? So
work with it.
So for breakfast, how many eggs you eating?
3.
3. Maybe cut it back to 2.
I don't think 3's that damn bad. What's an egg? Like 70 calories? Maybe 80? I think it's 70 though. That's 210 calories. That's not bad by any means.
And dinner is smaller portion.
Okay. Yeah.
And so in the meantime, you have to do your part, doing daily exercises, cut back as much as you can with your eating habit. If you're not hungry, don't eat. And see if you can lose more weight more rapidly.
All right, sir.
I definitely don't think he was expecting to say cut back on portions because he's talking about how hungry he already is. But it's going to take some time for your stomach to shrink. It'll naturally just kind of adjust eventually. But yeah, dude's going to be hungry for a little while. And I don't think he likes that feeling because I don't think any of us do when we're that damn big.
All right, Abby, nice to see you again. And if you need anything, give me a call.
All right.
And then we'll see what's going on and see what we can do for you, okay?
All right.
All right, slide board coming in, guys. Watch yourself, Fonzie.
Watch your head. So this one needs to lift up.
The gray
Because that
one
one's
is-
underneath the wet.
All right, roll out.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right.
It probably does hurt, but at least they got like the super morbidly obese spatula thing to go up under there. Nobody ever had to get up under my cheeks and flip them like a flapjack, but that probably could have been a little bit of fun.
Alright, on the bed, on the bed.
Y'all keep pulling.
Alright, let's go.
Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling.
Is he in the center?
Yeah, we're gonna go on there.
Yeah,
Okay. So then we can get this board out from under you, okay?
Ready, 1, 2,
3. Hey.
Alright. That's it, Abby, that's it. That's it. That's the
First step towards the rest of your life, buddy, heading to Houston, but his wife did look pretty upset. It's probably hard for her to see him in pain like that, but I think it's kind of hard to see your loved one in pain anyway, and he's been suffering for the last 7 years, so this is a great thing. So some pain now will save you in the future. I mean, it's not the worst thing.
worst of it, okay?
My left gets pushed to the wall.
Your left hip?
All right.
Let's go up a little bit.
Here, going up.
Yeah, going up a little bit.
Watch this side.
Alright.
That's good.
Good.
Awesome.
Was that his stomach sticking out the top? What the hell was that thing?
To an opposite.
Yep.
Grab the other end of this, and we're just going to protect him
Oh,
against
from his angle
Yeah.
in the door.
Exactly.
The pain, it was hard for me to see. It's always hard because he cries a lot in pain, and it makes me feel his pain. So it makes me tear up.
I mean, can you blame the guy? He's stuck in bed the last 7 years in like this turkey baster move with his legs. So I imagine every little move or anything just hurts like hell for
I
him.
love him. I don't want to see him go through pain. I'm happy he's going through this, and he's finally going to get the help he needs.
What a sweetheart.
Watch that slide board. Breathing out. Oh, let me know.
Bye, baby. I love you too. Yeah, call me when you get there. Love you too.
Wait, she's not going? She's just gonna stay behind? I mean, I guess it would be a break that she probably hadn't had in a long time, but I thought she would have went with him.
Yep, you got it. You're good.
On the road again. Oh, that thing is just a fanny pack? I guess I didn't realize that at first. I thought his belly was somehow shooting out the top.
Oh.
Go for it.
Took you 2 seconds away from the house and you're already back on Cheesecake Clappers or whatever. The Oreo Orgasm app. This guy is scandalous, guys.
Hips.
Being here at the hospital has been an adjustment for me. It's been hard, to be honest. But I meant it when I told the doctor, I'm here to do whatever I need, as long as I get help, and I meant that. But it's still been hard with the diet and being away from Brenda.
That's the right mentality, Abby. But also, are they giving him macaroni and cheese? That's some kind of pasta, isn't it? Or is it bell peppers? Am I tripping?
You know, I've never been away from her like this. So I would say that's been the hardest part.
We have had Abby in the hospital for almost a month now. When he first arrived, we got his weight, and he was 728 pounds.
Damn, 728? So, I have a feeling that his diet at home was not going as well as I thought it was. But also, if he FaceTimes his wife and he sees her at the grocery store, is he gonna take that like she's cheating on him? Because that would be pretty damn funny. Like, you two-timing taco kit where, like,
He's
come
at
on.
605 pounds, so he lost 123 pounds on a controlled diet. So that has been a big improvement for him. But the diet has been hard for him. He's been constantly complaining that he doesn't have enough to eat. Thankfully, his family is in Houston, so he doesn't have anyone to try and sneak him food. So we
Nobody smuggling the old Hot Pocket in their Hot Pocket, so I guess that's a good thing. No prison break or prison suitcase moves here with a Pringles can, bringing him in all this food, but he also has a pudding cup or whatever. I don't think he should have that either.
have been able to keep control over his eating habit for now. And so the results of that are good.
Hey.
Hello, Mr. Abby.
Hey, guys.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
We gotta look at your wound first. So that
First?
infection disease, yes.
Okay.
So, oh no.
Did they bring the same crusty pea jug? Because it didn't even look like he had a new one.
Dose.
Ooh. Ooh.
You good, you good.
He was septic when he got here because the blisters on his side and his back were infected, mostly because he goes to the bathroom in the bed and sits in it because it.
Oh, man, that's gross. But I guess how do they get around it? She can't exactly get a diaper on him because he's too big, and it'd be... Plus, it would be hard with his legs stuck like that. And he's got the scales growing on his back. He's septic when he gets here. This guy's in a bad way.
It takes the whole group of people to move him and clean him. And there was no way his wife could handle that. But we have been doing that for him every day. So his overall condition has improved too. The biggest struggle we had with him is his PT.
Can you lift this leg straight up?
I'm getting dizzy.
They push forward with him, but there is only so much that can be done. He's mentioned he misses home, but we need to keep him here for a bit longer. Because if we send him home now, he will just go back to what he was doing and end up undoing all the progress he has made here. So we need a strategy to help prevent that.
That would be the true test of things when they finally send him home. But he's talking about dizzy, can't do PT because they lifted him to the side? That doesn't seem like the hardest thing in the world. So, buddy, you definitely need to get to work on that.
I'm considering is doing weight loss surgery on him to try to give him a fighting chance if he goes home. But we need to get his weight down, and I need to see more effort from him before that is an option.
Effort is a little hard thing for somebody that's been laying in bed and got up to 700 and some pounds to learn. But I think he'll get there eventually. He just has to get his mind into the right mindset.
The doctor has been giving me homework to do with the diet and my understanding on nutrition. So I've been working on that. It gives me something to do, so I don't mind it. But I'm hoping that at some point soon, Dr. Now is gonna take me to the next level, you know?
I don't think I realized that Dr. Now was giving people like plus-size pop quizzes to take home. I just thought he made them read the Fat Bible every night before bed.
And I need something more to make this go faster.
We have made more progress with Abby. We had his weight down almost 200 pounds since he arrived. So he lost another 80 pounds last month. So I think with his progress and effort that the next step for him is to do weight loss surgery.
Damn, Abby's cooking. That controlled diet is really doing him right. But he doesn't have to prove himself at home at all, but I guess he's in a bad enough way that Dr. Now will just give him the surgery, which is a real blessing, because I would like to see him prove himself at home just to see if he would keep that up, but that's not my call, obviously.
Normally, I prefer to send him home first to see how he does. But in Abby's case, I think the environment he's in and the fact that he is completely immobile sets him up for failure. So we need to give him a tool that gives him a fighting chance to do this on his own.
I mean, honestly, we're kind of all set up for failure because we all suck to a certain extent if we got this big. We just don't know how to eat healthy or how to help ourselves. So it's a learning process. You'll figure it out, though. Everyone does eventually, hopefully at least. Well, not everyone, but you know what I mean.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, Dr. Now.
Dr. Doodme.
I'm good.
How is it?
Not Dr. Doolittle. Dr. Do Morbid. He does the morbid.
Everything coming along for you?
The fat
Everything's
whisperer.
good.
Great. I hear you're doing better with your PT.
Yes.
In your last session, what were you able to do?
I was able to do everything that they asked me to do.
Well, you're still not getting up, so we still have a ways to go with that. They're working on these, and you moving your leg for me?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a hell of a lot better than it was at the start. I think standing up is not going to happen in this episode, But progress like that, those little things, you need to take as like a big deal. Because it's hard to, you'll get in your own head, like the devil's advocate lives in your head. So you're going to have to learn to give yourself points for things that other people don't think's really a big deal at all.
How much you can straighten up your knee?
That's the, I am straightening it out.
That's about it?
I've been doing my exercises every day and trying to get as strong as I can.
This is the size bed I was wondering why he didn't have at home. But they gave him some kind of plus-size bumper boards, like he's bowling with obesity or something. I didn't know those things existed, but this is the bed that I was wondering. Why doesn't he have the bigger bed? The fat boy bed they gave Sean when he was hospitalized.
That's good, because we got to get you out of this bed.
Yeah, that would change my life.
A big part of that is your weight loss, which we have made good progress with. Let's check it and see where you're at today.
Let's go, Abby.
527, so you're down 201 pounds exactly since we brought you here.
Hot damn, Abby, you're cooking with bacon grease now. Well, hopefully not bacon grease, but you're cooking all right.
I'm worried if we send you home in the same environment, but you're still in the bed, that you could gain your weight back instead of continuing to lose. But with the weight loss surgery, you're going to be able to have a better tool to do that.
So are we looking into that, or is that a possibility?
I don't know. I think he probably would do okay at home, just as long as he didn't do the whole naughty time with nachos anymore at lunch. But I mean, he could do all right. I don't think he would do this good by any means, but I think he's probably enjoying like even the little bit more mobility he already has. So I don't know if he would fail outright.
Yes, with your current progress, that is the next step for you. So we'll do endoscopy, look inside your stomach next week.
Yeah.
And if everything's okay, maybe anyway we can do that weight loss surgery, okay?
That would be awesome. That would be
so
great.
We will plan on that. Keep working hard and we will set that up.
Thank you, doctor.
All right, Abby, we gotta do something to get you out of this situation, okay?
All right.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right.
I would think motivation enough would just be not like laying in your own waste 24/7, because they said that they can't get him out of bed to clean him or anything. So that would be so uncomfortable, just so smelly. I bet there was flies all in that little studio apartment, and they were all crammed into one room. And he's eating sandwiches while he's sitting there in his own filth, which kind of is disgusting.
Hey.
Hi, baby.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Dr. Knight gave me great news. We're planning on doing the surgery.
That's great news.
Right?
You excited?
Yes.
Do they know like when the surgery?
I don't have a set date yet.
Damn, in 2 months she hadn't come to see him at all? How far? No, they were in Texas. It shouldn't be that bad, right? She could come visit. I guess she really is enjoying this whole like holiday away. Even she was a very loving woman, but some part of her's got to be overwhelmed. So maybe she's just enjoying some her time for a change.
But at least it's gonna be soon.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Aw, that's so great, baby.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. So yeah, but
awesome.
I'll let you go. I know you're working, but I love you, man.
I love you too. I'll call you when I get out of work, okay?
Dale. I love you.
All right, baby. Bye. I love you.
Out there repossessing people's cars, you evil, evil sandwich woman.
When I heard Dr. Now tell me I was finally gonna get the surgery, I couldn't believe it. This is a big step I've been praying for and working hard to get. I feel really blessed right now that I'm getting this chance.
There's something different when you see like a grown man start crying because they're happy for themselves. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, because this guy really seems like he's a gem. I haven't even been able to talk that much crap this whole episode just because he seems like such a nice guy.
And I know it's gonna change my life. So I'm very happy right now. Adjusting to how it feels to get full so quickly. But it's crazy how a few spoonfuls fill me up now. And that's just a whole new feeling. Come in.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, doctor.
How you feel?
I'm doing good.
It's definitely an adjustment with the amounts you can eat, but you'll learn that pretty quickly. But yeah, he's gonna struggle for a while since food seemed to be like his kind of happy place. But he'll find other things to fill that eventually, like hopefully time with his wife where they're not eating.
It's been about a week and a half since Abby's weight loss surgery, and he's recovering well. I'm keeping him here in the hospital for a little bit longer to make sure we have a good game plan before we send him home. Well, let's see how the stomach doing and thing healing okay?
Sure.
Okay, we can get rid of all these bandages. Also, with his hygiene at home, his suture would likely get infected. So he needs to stay here for his whole recovery. But with his weight down and gastric sleeve surgery done, our focus with him is on the next big step to get him out of the bed. So
Nobody has like the greatest hygiene at this size or anything, but I take mine pretty serious. I probably have like $2,000 in cologne. I really like to smell good personally. And I imagine everybody that's been this big kind of gets to that point where they just want to smell good 24/7.
had an orthopedic specialist examine him. This is Dr. Lane.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
They're going to attempt an MRI, but there is no way Abby's leg can go in the machine with how they are frozen.
So can you show me what you can do yourself? Like,
Sure,
can you
sure,
move,
sure,
like,
sure.
Can you move your hip yourself at all?
So they managed to get some portable x-rays done. Those wouldn't have worked if he still had all the weight on him. So
I was wondering how that was going to work because I had an x-ray done, or no, an MRI done when I was about that size. And I was squeezed in that damn thing like one of those little sausage tubes, man. I was touching the top, the sides, everything. I was wedged in that sucker, about to be pretty damn stuck.
now we are able to confirm that the bone in his upper leg, femur, have in fact infused to his hip.
So this one is,
That's not bad either. Yeah.
I can push it a little bit.
Yeah.
So essentially,
Wait, it's fused to his hip? So this guy's like some kind of transformer or something? So he's not going to be able to walk without some kind of special extra surgery anyway.
his femur and his hip now are one bone that have to be broken up surgically.
You know, certainly we need to build your strength up. I mean, I think some of the surgery, getting your weight down, will help with that. I mean, you have a lot of spasticity. This is not unusual for someone with your injury. But at the same time, it's good that you're able to kind of move to some degree. I mean,
No wonder this guy was yelling in pain all the damn time. If his like hip is literally fused, it would hurt like hell to roll over. So this guy wasn't being a baby by any means.
the fact that you're able to straighten your knee is a big improvement. So I think let's see how much weight you can lose, how much strength you can gain back, and then we'll see if you hit a plateau. If you do, there are options available. But I think further down the road, as you gain some of that function back, you know, obesity, affects your joints too. It's not just a mechanical thing; it's a chemical thing too. I mean, a lot of the fat produces a lot of enzymes that break down your body too. So that.
You mean to tell me my body's had some kind of obese Osmosis Jones things going on this whole damn time? How did I not realize that? Like, I knew my body was effed up, alright? I just didn't realize there was all these extra hormones and stuff going in that were going to make me temperamental or something.
That weight loss in itself has a direct effect to making your joint healthy as well.
I'm on my way to being a model.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, me too. They tried to cast me for Magic Mike 6XL. I turned them down, though. Not enough money.
All right, sounds good. Well, good seeing you again. And so, we'll be looking forward to seeing how you're doing. So,
All right.
okay.
All right, Abby, we'll see you later.
All
Keep
right.
working hard
All right.
and do your exercises, okay?
All right,
All right.
doctors.
So, Abby's doing pretty damn good as far as things go. He's lost a lot of weight. Granted, he didn't really have to do it on his own. But I'll take the controlled diet and just success in general over watching him do it on his own. But I would have liked to see how he performed at home anyway.
Today is a special day because my mom has come all the way from Puerto Rico to see me.
This is nice, but I'm still curious where the hell the wife went, because I haven't seen her appear anywhere. Like, she just did some kind of disappearing act on us, and she hasn't even showed her face since.
Está peladito.
Flaquito lo que estoy.
Flaquito, mira, no, ya no hay nada ahí.
Ya no hay barriga aquí.
Qué bueno, pues.
¿Cómo están?
Bien, bien. ¿Y tú?
¿Y el viaje estuvo bueno?
Sí, bien bueno.
Pues aquí todo dolorido, pero bien.
Qué bueno.
For the people that just listen to this, because I know a lot of you do, she's just saying, like, your stomach's missing. He's saying, I know, I'm so skinny. How was the trip? Yeah, I'm good, but I'm in a little bit of pain. Ah, that's good. Yeah.
¿Cómo estás diciendo
Ya no te veo
bendición?
barriga. Ya no te veo barriga.
I don't see a belly
Barriga hay,
anymore.
pero estoy perdiéndola poco a poco.
Still
I
something.
haven't seen my mom in a long
little.
time, and it feels really good to see her and to have her here with me. There was a part of me that didn't want her to see me in this bed. But now that she's here, I'm happy to be together.
That embarrassment factor definitely runs pretty deep, but at this point, it's pretty much a family reunion. Like, he's lost over 200 pounds. He can feel good about the progress he's made so far, just to show them.
And hopefully, she would see how much progress I'm making and how I'm turning my life around.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good, good.
Well, Abby, you doing all right?
Yep,
I hear you got your family here.
yep. My mom, my sister, my niece.
Well, nice to meet you all.
My mom came from Puerto Rico.
I mean, your sister, Dr. Now, has been known to snatch people up and pull them into the damn program. She's not that big. But Dr. Now sees any kind of, like, pudge on this thing, and he's pretty likely just to wrap you up and throw a fat Bible at you or something and make you study. Take more of these plus-size pop quizzes.
Sister from Austin area.
Well, that's great. So you doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing much better now. Yep.
All right. It has been a few weeks from Abby's weight loss surgery, and we have his weight down to 489. So we helped him to lose a great deal, but after Dr. Lin, the orthopedic surgeon, saw him, he felt Abby's weight need to be around 350 to try to start to put weight on his legs. So
I mean, if they do, like, surgeries like that and work on his hip and all, and more weight is going to be more detrimental. It would take way longer to heal, so I could understand them wanting him to be as small as possible before they operate on something like that, so he just doesn't hurt himself or damage it again in the long run.
So we will work toward that. Well, you know, Abby got the long road ahead of him. Once we get his weight down a little more, we need to see what we can do with the rehab with his legs and hopefully get him to the point that he'll be ready to have some orthopedic surgery to improve his legs and be able to walk and get out of this bed. And that is going to be something that he has to work hard at.
We're on that goal. I know I'm getting stronger in my legs. Dr. Lim told me that I'm getting stronger in the legs.
He would be able to notice it too, because from where he was before, hardly being able to move anything at all, like, just the flexibility and the movement in his legs that he could already see, and taking off that amount of weight, he would 100% be able to notice something like that in himself.
That's why every day we're getting the physical therapy. I'm pushing them, they're pushing me to get that stronger. I am getting stronger, and that's my goal. I want to do everything that I can.
Well, good. I'm glad you decided you're going to follow that. The big challenge will be when you go home.
It's a very nice goal. I'm rooting for this guy because it sounds like his life has not exactly been a cakewalk, like, no pun intended. But he's had some ups and downs and some pretty tragic stuff happen to him. And he seems to have kept pretty positive spirits the whole way through, so this guy might be one of the ones I root for more than any on the show, even though I say that a lot, probably. Like, I liked Lonnie and his brother John or whatever.
And that is when nobody's there. You have to do your own part and get your strength back by working hard with PT, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so Abby doing okay. He's making progress, so we're gonna keep working with him and see if we can get him to the next step. Okay?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and even if it sounds like a lot of challenges, those are little goals that help him stay focused on something that he needs to achieve.
Right mindset there, sis, but I could tell you, as a man, I already know what his #1 goal is, and it's at home, and it hasn't came to visit him yet, so he's just working towards that, probably.
Okay, that's super. It's nice to have a supportive family.
Yeah, that is, it is, helps out a lot.
Dale las gracias. She wants to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. That's our job, to make his life change, okay? We'll get him to next level. So it's a long road, but we keep working on it.
There's no quick, easy path. You just kind of have to enjoy the whole trip and the journey. The mom seems nice. She's thanking him at least. I thanked my surgeon whenever I got down. Took some weight off. Was pretty happy. And I think it's probably a pretty rewarding job Doctor now has, and that's why he doesn't really want to retire. He wants to keep helping people. But the family, they seem pretty nice people here.
Well, this is your time to move on to next step, which is going to send you home. So we're going to send you home today. So we'll have physical therapy come visit you 3 times a week. So we'll make physical therapy to work with you and get your strength up. So you need to keep up with that. And I'm going to give you a goal of lose 20 pounds a month. And in
Oh yeah, 20 pounds a month's pretty easy. Even without exercise and all that, his diet and how limited he should be at this point, it shouldn't be hard at all to lose that amount.
3 months, we're going to bring you back and check your weight. And you should be able to lose at least 60 pounds by then. Okay, let's check your weight and see where you're at today. So your weight today is 477. And so you have lost so far 250 pounds from your...
Damn, that's impressive and quick too. Granted, he was bigger and he was on a controlled diet that he complained about the whole time, but that's a quick drop in a lot of weight.
Nice weight, so that is good, but you still got almost 130 pounds to lose to get to your goal of 350. Okay.
Should be good.
I know I still have a lot of weight to lose before I could get on my feet. And sometimes I get discouraged that I'm not there yet. Sometimes it feels like I'll never make it, but I know I gotta keep fighting. And when
I know that feeling all too well, but keep pushing, Abby. You'll get there. You're losing weight quick. So I don't know why you feel like you'll never get there. You'll 100% get there, but the fact he's been in that bed 7 years has probably messed with him mentally to a certain extent, I would think.
I need inspiration. I think about my dad, and I know he would want me to. And I think about Brenda and paying her back for all that she's done for me. And I know I gotta keep at it. I'm grateful for Dr. Now and the help he's given me too.
All right.
It just hurts a lot.
I think Brenda probably deserves a honeymoon because I don't think she got one of those. But yeah, Brenda probably deserves a lot of credit here because I'm sure she's what's pushing you to push that much harder. Your father, I'm sure you want to honor his memory. But ultimately, I think she deserves a lot of credit here because behind every great man, there's an equal or greater woman. I really do believe that because men are kind of self-destructive by nature, like we just are.
All the way? Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right, all the way.
But I know I gotta do it. And the more weight I lose, I know it will get easier. So I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to get out of this bed.
We got you. He's good.
Get his left side.
We have Abby back in the hospital. It's been 3 months since we sent him home to see if he's gonna stick in his exercises like he needs. The big question is if he's sticking to his diet and losing weight like he needs. But if not,
He already looks like he's in a smaller bed, so I think he's probably doing just fine at this point because he doesn't need the extra wide boy anymore. At least it don't look like it.
then the plan with him is gonna drastically change today.
Scratch that. That might be the extra wide boy, but it's a hell of a lot bigger looking next to him now.
Hi, Abby.
Hey, doctor, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I'm good, good.
Well, good to see you again. How is your physical therapy and your exercise and all that been going?
It's been going a lot better, a lot smoother. Trying to keep my legs moving.
Great. And you're sticking to your diet?
Yeah, it's hard, but I'm trying to keep there.
Great. So let's see how your weight doing, okay?
Keep the fight alive, Abby. You got a whole lot more to live for, and I'm looking forward to seeing if you've made a whole lot more progress.
All right.
You were 477 when you left, and you should be 60 pounds down, so you should be 417. All right. It looked like you lost another 56 pounds. You still can pick up the pace a little, but you...
Yeah, that's really not that great when I think about it, because I'm thinking about how I was eating before I sucked at first, all right? I swear, like I would get like a cheesy fiesta potato as a meal from Taco Bell. I was still drinking like sweet sugary stuff. And in the first 3 months, I still think I lost either 80 or 85 pounds. So if he's losing 57, I can tell you he's eating a little more than he should, or he's just eating the wrong stuff, because I was still eating the wrong stuff, not exercising. I lost a lot more than that. And yeah, but I didn't eat very often. Like I still was under 800 calories, but I was eating junk.
Still moving in the right direction how you need. So I'm happy with that. I'm proud of your progress. Keep it up. And if you lose another 70 pounds, you'll be down to 350. We can do your orthopedic procedure, and hopefully with that, we're gonna be able to get you up walking.
That would be awesome.
So it is important to keep your strength up with your legs, get your feet back on the ground, and walking again.
Let's go, Abby. You'll be doing ballet in no time again, or back in the theater, if that's what he really wants to do. Because he seemed like he had a passion for it, like he really loved the stuff.
That's what we want.
So that would be almost 10 years since you last walked, huh?
Yes, yes.
So it's going to take a lot of work, and it's a long road, but as long as you stick with your diet and your PT, we'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so we're going to do some tests on you, and we're going to get some lab work and make sure everything okay. And if you don't have any infection or issues, we need to address. And if everything is okay, we get you going home tomorrow, okay?
Perfect, perfect.
So
it's kind of a quick one-stop shop. They just do everything they need to do, check, see where his weight's at, and ship him back home. But I still haven't seen his wife go to the hospital. Maybe it's just because she's busy with work, or maybe she just, part of her enjoys the time to herself for a change. I don't know. But I'm just a little shocked that I haven't seen her there, because she seems super supportive, super nice. It's a little shocking to me.
keep up the good work, and we'll get you up walking pretty soon.
All right. All right.
All right, Abby.
All
I'll
right.
be back and see you later.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
All right. Nice
All
to
right.
see you again.
All right.
Current weight, 403. Total weight loss, 325. Okay, so he's still cooking, moving along just fine. Not that fast, though.
Hey, look what we found.
Where the hell did my Viking go? We've got new raiders coming into the castle all of a sudden.
Abby, hey.
Hey, man.
So, hoping to get you moving again today. Can you swing the leg toward me? Just kick it out this way. Yeah. Great, great.
I've been working hard and doing what I need to get my weight down.
Can I help it a little bit? Too much? Okay, now stop right there. Take a deep breath.
And I'm almost in the 300s, and that feels really good. And I know
I'm actually kind of liking seeing just like how much more motion he's getting here or there, because like the slow progress he's making would be hard to see unless they filmed over such a long time like this. So you see just how much more it is by the end of the episode.
Oh, when I finally stand up, I'm gonna be amazed at how light I feel.
Okay.
So I'm still focused on getting to 350 so I could get the surgery I need to walk again.
Okay, stop right there and relax.
I feel like I'm getting better and better.
Better than you thought? Yeah.
Gotten farther than I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, kick it out toward me. Ready? And over. Okay, set it down. As we do, the heel's gonna come off the bed. Like.
I'm hoping it's a little easier to get clean and stuff for him too, because it didn't look very good seeing just how like beat up and like infected and nasty everything was, like his bed sores and stuff like that. So hopefully that's a little easier for him at this point.
Let it out, let it out. My leg is here too, so it won't fall. Now we have a whole foot off the bed.
The doctor says if I apply myself and lose a little bit more each month, I could be ready for my leg and hip surgery in 3 months. So that's my goal, and that's what I'm working towards.
Oh, never mind. I hope to God that was iodine, because that looked pretty damn bad still.
Okay.
This is as far as I'm getting.
Okay, take a deep breath. We're gonna hang out here because this is great exercise. You're using your core to maintain, right? It's not fully sitting up, but it's quarter, half.
Sideways.
Right? You're sideways sitting up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this leg back up. Okay, let it fall.
Those dogs are just looking like, what the hell is going on? Dad does not move. He stays right there. Why are you trying to take our dad?
Hey, you got yourself back in pretty good. Right?
Couldn't do that before.
You couldn't
do that before? Amazing. Good work. Progress.
I know.
You know?
Eventually get into the
Yes.
side of the bed.
So today, 25, 30% of the way. Next week, 40% of the way.
Progress is painful, Abby, but I have faith he'll get there. He's one of the nicer people I've ever seen on the shows with a more positive attitude.
Further, you know?
Yeah.
It was a pleasure working with you. I wish you the best, all right?
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Dr. Phil.
It's been a long journey, but I'm closer to where I want to be than ever.
You did amazing.
Yeah.
That was so much more than I have seen you done in
Right.
years. And wow.
You just wait
And
till
I
these
have
hips
hope
get
now.
moving.
Then I'm gonna be able to do it finally, and I won't give up until I do.
Alright, well I guess that's the end of Abby's story. A success story for a change. The train wrecks are fun, but the success stories are also nice from time to time. We need to see like some positive stuff go on the TV show too. But Abby, all in all, nice guy. Wife, all in all, nice person. Seemed genuinely caring and worried about his well-being. Doctor now always cares about everyone's well-being. He's the fat whisperer. He knows how to talk to fat people to get them moving in the right direction generally. Unless they're just too ignorant for their own good. But Abby seems like he listened, was receptive, and was trying to get a better future for himself and his wife. And his family, which his like mom and all seemed really nice flying in from Puerto Rico. But that's Abby, so leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about Abby. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye.